Hi.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Not bad. How you doing?
Good.
You're a part of a team, and I imagine you develop friendships with them.
Yeah.
DC just lost. What is it like for you as a friend and a teammate to want to jump in there and help and give? You know what I mean? Like, I've watched a friend lose, and I thought that sucked in an IBJJF tournament.
Yeah.
What's it like for you?
Oh, it sucks when you're in there and you every day and you're grinding, blood, sweat, and tears with your friends. DC's my brother, he's my family, and to know how much he put in to that. We've been working our whole careers to get to the top, and it sucks. Of course, we worked so hard to get to that point, and to come up short, it hurts. But I believe every experience you better yourself and you learn from, and I think he will, and it's just going to make him that much hungrier and better to get back to the top and get another shot and be more prepared. So
I was surprised he lost. That dude's a beast. Like, when I watched that fight, I was like,
John Jones is John Jones too. You can't. It's not like DC's going to walk in there and just walk through him. So
I had my hopes. The way he did Dan Henderson, I was like, he's gonna. I was watching your open workouts, and you have, it's almost an absolute control of your body. You see dudes throw kicks, and they got to kind of throw it up. Your body just moves. How do you get it there? How do you keep it there? Does it help your game? Does that?
Practice makes perfect. I think it's really just understanding body mechanics, flexibility, body control. This is something I've been doing my whole life. Perfecting this art is best I can. So I try to better myself. I want to be the best at what I do, and control is everything, and an understanding of body movement. I'm big on my body mechanics and my movement fluidity and control. I can't make mistakes, so and at this level in the game, you make one false mistake, one slip of a step, you put yourself overextend yourself, and you get caught.
Okay.
A guy like Lyoto, I can't make a mistake. I have to have full control and understanding of my body.
Now, when you fight, you always hear guys say, "I'm going to impose my game," and you literally do. Like, Michael Bisping is I'm going to keep crashing into you until you break kind of guy. You figured that out. How do you, as a fighter, impose a game on someone? Do people get scared and they kind of bend because it's easier, and you just don't?
I think it just comes down to perfecting your art. I think I'm the best at what I do. I have confidence in my jiu-jitsu, my wrestling. I'm not scared to be taken down. I'm not scared to be out-wrestled, and I'm not scared to be outstruck. I believe I can go out there and fight anybody and beat anybody in any area of the fight. So I'm going to go out there and I'm going to execute on the feet, and I don't have to worry about getting taken down. There's so many guys that are strong in one area and weak in the other, so where they have to play a more elusive striking game. And this is what Lyoto's got to play, because he's going to have to worry about my wrestling, my jiu-jitsu. He can't just come forward unconsciously and just try to throw everything he has, because if he slips, he falls, he's in deep shit. So that's my thing. It's like I don't care. I'm confident in everywhere the fight goes, and I can't say that everybody else has the same abilities.
Now, when you say you have been fighting a while, so you've seen, if we looked at it as an overall, first jiu-jitsu beat things, then wrestling beat jiu-jitsu, then sprawl and brawl beat that. Where do you think we're at now, and where do you think we're going?
I think, it was jiu-jitsu. No one could figure it out, and then it was wrestling, figured out how to defend jiu-jitsu, and then it was wrestlers. I mean, it was like kind of wrestlers learned how to strike.
Yeah, it was like a Chuck Liddell.
It was like a bit, and now I think we come full circle, but I think it's predominantly the wrestlers that have, it's the discipline, it's the toughness that we have, and they've learned the jiu-jitsu game, and they've really learned how to strike on a higher level than anybody. I mean, Chuck knew how to sprawl and brawl. He knew how to defend the jiu-jitsu, and he could wing wild punches where all the strikers would get taken down and eliminate themselves. So Chuck could beat the wrestlers that weren't good at striking, and none of the other good strikers could survive because they didn't have the wrestling. Now you're getting these wrestlers that are top-notch strikers and can take a fight. They can take it down, or they can defend the takedown, and they can do jiu-jitsu. It's just a full. Everyone's so well-rounded these days. It's hard to say, but I think I think there's a reason why wrestlers are on the top, because it just breeds a different kind of toughness and discipline, and the supreme athletes are taking over, and we as wrestlers are learning everything. So.
Yep. What do you think about, you get guys who are extremely good at something, and they never really kind of matriculate that talent into something else. So let's say you have a grappling champion, but he never really learns how to use his hands. What keeps him from doing it? Is it an ego thing that keeps him from practicing it or being fluid in it? Or because you're fluid around. Yeah. DC's fluid. You get guys who are Kane's fluid. What stops guys from, let's say, Damian Maia's first 2-3 fights? You watch him punch, and it's just kind of a robotic-y, not fluid. What stops it? Why don't people learn quicker? We're talking about elite athletes.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like any other sport. I mean, it's what distinguishes a 3-point shooter from a slam, from a guy that's going to take it to the hole and dunk. Everyone's built differently. Everyone has, and confidence too, especially in fighting. You have to be completely confident in your striking. If you're not going to throw a proper punch if you don't believe in it, people get scared. Some people just aren't fighters. I think that really tells the tale. It's like you go in there and you know a guy who's going to bite down his mouthpiece and get dirty and put it all on the line. Some guys you see that just don't have full confidence in themselves. You're not going to throw a proper punch. It's like a golf. It's just like golf or any other sport. If I'm not confident in my golf swing, I'm not going to hit the ball correctly.
Okay.
So but it's on a whole nother level because this is fighting. So you gotta don't give a shit if you're gonna get hit in the face. You got to be able to throw your punch and knowing well that you might get hit in the face at the same time. So you just got to let it go. And if more confidence, you're going to get there first.
You and your team help build that confidence over time.
Of course, having a great team and sparring on a high level can build that confidence and that relaxation.
Okay.
So I think that having a good team in an iron sharpens iron world. So
I got
a great team.
I heard people ask you dumb questions yesterday about your favorite burger. So what are you going to do to solve the California water crisis? Go.
The California water crisis?
What are you going to do as an individual?
As an individual?
You have to solve it now.
I have to solve it? I think there's plenty of ways to solve the crisis. I think recycling ocean water, I think, is the best way to do it.
All right.
Maybe we can get some energy out of that too. Ocean water and all
Makes
that.
sense.
So I think when the world wants to change, when the big dogs want to change, they'll change.
All right.
Until they have them, until
money in it.
until they know how to monopolize that market, then we'll change.
All right. Thank you, man.